Have you ever felt the feeling that you have been overlooked, ignored, or forgotten? Maybe you've experienced the crushing feeling of loss after a game. You have tried your hardest at, only to lose after your best try. But what was your next action or thought? Often in these situations, we can be tempted to give up hope and quickly cease our effort to act kindly and love others. Unfortunately, here's where we find the entire empire of Persia and its next hero, Adaline. After the death of their last king and his brother, a group of 7 Persian men have a meeting on what they are to do concerning the government of the Persian people. Adaline has victoriously killed the high king Smerdis, but along with his death, the whole of Persia was left confused and in turmoil. Without upright rulers, the Persian people may lose the rights of speech, decision, or even basic needs such as food and housing. Without a strong government, all of the mighty Persia would fall, and its people would suffer. But how will they choose a kind of ruler that will rule well? One king, several rulers, or even no rulers at all? Before I would continue, I would like to share with you 3 forms of government that these men can choose from. There is a monarchy, which is the rule by one king, and an oligarchy, which is a small group of rulers, or a democracy, where the people rule themselves without a king. Once the men have gathered within the meeting place, a hush settles over the men, and the victorious Adaline starts the meeting. He boldly rises from his seat and gazes over the men intently. With strong determination, Adaline proposes that a single ruler has done nothing good for the people in the past. He urges the men to remember that their old king Cambyses, a single ruler, had abused the Persian people, stealing from the community, capturing families as slaves, and taking whatever he wanted whenever he wished from his subjects. Adaline tells the society that monarchs fall into, becoming submerged into greed for silver and gold. In the end, Adaline explains that monarchs oppose both the people and their needs. Then, with a smile, Adaline shares his choice of government, a democracy. He states, in the many is the whole. The people should get what they need as people without having to fight for it. By ruling themselves, the people know what they need and want. By ruling themselves, the people don't need a ruler at all. Just as the hero settles into a seat, Adaline is opposed by a small, rather stout man named Megabyzos. By pressing his hands together intently by his fingertips, Megabyzos stands for an oligarchy. He says that the people really don't know what they want or need. They need a few brave, honorable men that will fight for them and learn about them in kingship. They need several good rulers, not just one. But just after Megabyzos has made his case, a strong, tall man named Darius rises with determination from his seat and gruffly announces that both of these men are indeed wrong. Darius fights for a monarchy, a single king. He presents his case by saying nothing can be better than one man who is the best. He then explains the statement by saying that multiple men with different views of good quickly turns into turmoil. Private rivalries tend to become public hostilities, he announces. Having said this, he then asks, who gave us our freedom? Where did it come from? Democracy, oligarchy, or monarchy? The 7 Persians think hard and take it to a vote. These men shift their eyes around quickly, desperate with curiosity and tension. What kind of ruler would Persia receive? Soon Adaline counts the tally, and to Adaline's loss, a monarchy had won. All of Persia would now be ruled by one all-powerful king, just as Darius had wanted. Unfortunately, our next hero, Adaline, had lost. While the other men now decide who is to become king, he steps away in defeat. But this is not the end of the story. Although the vote for a monarchy had won, Persia lived on for many, many years. Adaline, although defeated, is lifted into a position of very high honor. His whole family gets gifts of honor from the king himself, and for many generations to come, his descendants will be remembered. And here, Adaline did 2 things we should all imitate. 1, he shared boldly what he believed was true, and 2, although he lost, he went on doing good. Just like Otanes, other people might ignore us or overlook us as we proclaim what we believe is right. Christ has shown us what we are to do and believe as Christians. So how are we sharing this with the world? Although it is hard, if we are to fight, let us fight continuously. Our second way to imitate Otanes is in his perseverance for doing good. Although he had lost his argument for democracy, he did not sulk. Instead, he held his head high and went on doing what he believed is the next best thing. So whether it be standing up to an injustice, encouraging others to act courteously or kindly, or even just giving up of yourself in simple acts such as sharing, let us imitate Otanes in his powerful demonstration of perseverance. Thank you.